So yeah, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, the the old those cats that my wife has had is name of the planets Netuno
Oh,
and Saturn.
oh God.
And
The feeling
nowadays they prefer change it for another area. Is
oh
changed
yeah,
to the bakers
to
or
the
baker, not the
food.
baker. Uh, I don't know,
Yeah,
candy
like
shop.
change. Yeah, gosh, I love it. But say hello to YouTube. Hello, persons from YouTube. Thanks of God, I get it to put live. I'm here with Ricardo. Ricardo already presented. I'm Gabriela. I'm 23 years old. I live in a city called Belo Horizonte in Minas Gerais state. I'm a hostess here in Talk and Talk since 2022, 21. I don't know. I don't remember, but it's December. In December. Since last year, I started to do German, and I hope in the end of this year, I'm able to communicate more easier in the language. And I hope soon I restart the French. And by the way, if you don't know, we stay on this live on YouTube, totally in English. I'm not here to teach anything or pass homework. I'm only here to talk, to put in an immersive place. Here on Talk and Talk, we have the French, Spanish, and Italian too, and have the classes for beginner and intermediate. So on, we talk today about gambling. I'm not gambling. Ricardo said not gambling, but I guess this kind of topic is really, really funny and have a lot of background to
Uh,
talking about
well, I played it once or
it.
twice. I don't remember when I was a child or during my uh, not a child is not exactly the correct word. My father used to request some. Uh, I'm not sure about the palpite in English, but it's different from a device because a device is
Yeah.
considered. Uh, yeah, my my father wanted to receive a, a right numbers. So in this case, request help for me. But I believe that I during my adult phase, I believe that I play once or twice, but I don't remember because there are so long time ago, and certainly I don't remember. But I never won, just bingo, and I believe that I how do you say sorteio? I don't remember. I won a sorteio in my company. I receive uh I don't know how do you say a kind of bicycle, but it's bicycle to exercise, not a,
Oh, it's like
uh,
electronic bicycle.
yeah, it's a kind of, no?
Okay.
It's a I
Oh
believe
yeah,
that
it's a
is
really good
I
thing.
believe that according the name of the times that I played, I gambling, I have a good background, because well
Yeah.
I maybe I gambling, I don't know, 10, 20 times in my during my life, so I believe that's the I good ret, uh, retrospect, I don't know.
Yeah, like I remember when I was a kid, I have a aunt who always gambling in Mega Sena. uh, go to every cousin and said, say one number. And he said one number, and my
Uh,
outdo the game and
yeah,
go to play. And I feel no nowadays he never won, by the way, but nowadays I'm laughing a lot because of that,
yeah,
because I have a lot of cousins. So the number is exactly, it's 9 numbers, I guess.
yeah.
So I have 9 cousins. So everyone put one number. It's like genius, genius.
Uh, my father used to say that he won in the uh, sports lottery. I don't know if you exist these
Oh,
words, nah? Twice, but when the when my father won, more than 1,000 people won too, because I believe that is the uh, scores, not scores, is
oh, okay.
placares.
I
I don't know.
know.
The
Yeah.
results are so uh, how do you say? Sometimes I have some problem today because I forgot the name in
No
Portuguese.
worries.
It's difficult to
Me either.
tell the word in English because I forgot in Portuguese. But so I believe I
Welcome
don't
to
know.
bilingual
Yeah, but
life.
my father told that this money contribute a little to pay the apartment, the part of the apartment,
Oh,
and he the another time that my father won, they paid a part of a car. Is a
gosh.
Brasilia, a Brasilia that's my father uh, was owner particular almost
Oh,
all life, because the car was stolen. I don't know 10 years ago, but this Brasilia kept during I don't know 40 years. If my father,
gosh.
yeah, maybe my
Long,
father
long time.
bought. Uh, I believe that's in 98 or 98 one. I around. My father is second owner, and they kept it
Oh,
during almost 40 years until someone, a thief, stolen.
oh gosh.
Yeah,
No.
my
But
father
it
became very upset and sick too.
gosh.
I have
Yeah, I
because this
imagine.
is yeah. My father have a lot of love. I don't know, not exactly love, but care about
Yeah.
this car.
Yeah. It's like it's a classic car in
Yeah,
Brazil. Nowadays we see a lot of them in garage, like the person who pay a lot for these cars. Yellow Brazilian, I guess, is the more
yeah,
famous, right? Like I love to see here. My neighbor have a lot of persons who have a Fusca, you
no,
know.
that
It
uh,
is so classic, so beautiful to see, and have some Fuscas who have the original pieces.
hmm
You see in the, in the back of the car, we have the support to put the bags. Gosh, so beautiful to see, but it's so pricey. It's so pricey. Gosh, you need to have money to that today. Like in the
yeah,
time, it's a popular car, right?
exactly.
Um, like 12 years ago, you know. But like it's amazing. I always see here in my city have this, when everyone come and have the presentation of the car, the person drive the car for the others. It's like, I don't know the name, but it's like a convenção. It's like a car. I don't know the exact name, but here in my city
Yeah,
have a lot, and it's so nice to see a lot of cars I even imagine who exist in Brazil, because I didn't born in the in the time. So I feel completely shocked who someone have this car and the car works. So, gosh, it's awesome. But the gambling of your father pays a lot of things. Nowadays, when the person gambling like and won something, didn't have a lot of money. Yeah, probably because of the things are more and more pricey. I guess it's because of that. But like a house and a car, gosh, so
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Near from my house, my apartment, uh, sometimes there are a kind of explosion. In front of the beach, there is a sidewalk. I don't know, and there's a kind of square, and the guys used to
Gosh.
uh, park not estacionam, the cars in the region, and a kind of explosion. So in this case, there are Fusca, Brazilians, and other cars
Gosh.
too, but not so much. Just a few
Yeah.
for a year, one couple of times by year. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like it to see, but I never own the car because
No.
sometimes the guy love these things. I appreciate. I would like to have a kind of hobby like that. Something that you could focus or receive a kind of pleasure because it's I believe that's good for depends on the level because I believe
Yeah.
that is some guys are addicted, but I believe that is health when you have a kind of hobby, particular manual uh, things like painting pictures or a kind
Yeah.
of
But it's a kind of hobby who pays a lot to if you want to to
depends.
deal with a hobby.
Yeah.
Because I'm not so into about cars, sorry.
Hmm.
But I guess if you buy a Fusca today, you need to have more money to put more fuel
Yeah.
because yeah, have like it's a Fusca. It's
Yeah,
didn't work as a
certainly.
car nowadays and
Yeah,
have a lot of
sure.
manutention
Yeah,
in these
exactly,
cars.
exactly. Sometimes I observe, I notice that not only this way, but there are some guys that have a new car that the guy used to, I don't know, go to the office or traveling, and this guy is just to take uh, it's made a short trip or just for fun. And
Hmm.
so the guy have, I don't know, a car by and have, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. I don't know. The car that's this age, and another guy is just for fun. Sometimes uh, but this guy, it's not so far, but a lot of guys live at São Paulo, and certainly there are another car, and a new car, and when that on when there is a explosion like that, they go down to the beach and they expose your car during a couple of hours and come back to the São Paulo. And
Gosh.
the countryside too. No? There are some guys that travel during, I don't know,
Yeah.
3 hours just for fun.
and have persons who came for other countries too to see the Brazilian typical cars. I searched that, I guess, on Discovery, have a program
Uh-huh.
about old cars. I don't remember the name, but sometimes appear in the television and I watch it. And the guy is from England and come to Brazil because the piece who made in Brazil is perfect for his car. So it's a one, it's only a piece. It's a piece of this size. And the guy come to England, pass it here, bring the car, and do the thing here in Brazil, because the mechanics here in Brazil know how to work this piece. And I feel completely shocked, because imagine you pay for your passage, okay, the passage, a person passage, it's okay, but a car come from, I guess, navio, I guess, come from embarcações, right? I don't remember if I'm right, but I guess come with that. So come with a boat, yeah, come with a boat. Imagine you pay for the piece. It's not so easy to find this piece here in Brazil. You pay for your passage and you pay the passage of your car because you want the person. No, like, gosh, it's a really, really pricey hobby. And the guy feels so happy and have some frames of the camera. The guy playing Brazil, drink caipirinha and start to say, I love Brazil. I feel like, cool. The guy come here to works the fix the car and wants to stay here. Like, gosh, you
Exactly.
do a lot of think about one car, one piece. It's more easier to like, take the piece, go to England, and when you go to the England, you come with a mechanic, a Brazilian mechanic,
Yeah.
but no, you bring the car.
That's a really nice combination.
Yeah,
A guy that's a mechanic and have an old car. It's possible to just
yeah,
buy the parts and the just uh, himself do the fix. So it's very helpful.
yeah. I have a cousin who is a mechanic, and he has a lot of cars, but like don't have time to fix the cars because fix the cars of others. So
Yeah.
didn't have time to take care of his hobby. So yeah, probably have this lack of time, because
Mhm.
in Brazil have a lot of mechanics
Yeah.
and persons who do the things on the car. But here in my city, I always laughing a lot because the person want to not fix the car but put more things in the car, the car feel more higher, or the car feel like in the limit of the the asphalt, like it's terrible, and put lights. It's like a Fast and Furious in real life.
Exactly.
It's horrible. Gosh, I hate to see that. It's so ugly to see a car who is jump in the street and have a lot of lights. Like,
Yeah.
what is that? A movie? But it's so funny here in my city. This kind of thing. Your city have that? I don't know if you have to. Ricardo,
Yeah.
you
Well,
heard
yeah.
you heard me. Like in
Sure.
your city, have that this kind of cars, this kind of person who
That
do
are
that.
nowadays is just just a few, but I don't know. 20 years ago, I don't know. There are a lot of, but I'm not. I don't know what happened, but nowadays I I I don't see much more because I remember, as I told you, 20 years ago. Well, there are a lot of, and sometimes I notes I watch on the sidewalk because a lot of people go to the near from the beach to expose music or a lot of different clothes. I don't know what happened because I believe that the beach is attract attractive for many guys, and these
Oh,
guys wanted to expose the cars, the and the others situations. So and there are some guys that takes a kind of I'm not sure the exact the name, uh, alto-falante, I don't know. Is
oh,
yeah, it's like a bag that's have uh, wheels, but is a caixa de som, né? So in this case, the guy take to the party, took to the beach, and they create a kind of party, and there are a lot of people dancing, and I don't know what happened, but and
gosh.
sometimes the guys use the car, né? The old cars. Sometimes there
No.
is a fancy, how do you say, original parts and thing, but in the other cases, the
Mhm.
guys keep most parts of the car original, but put a very big sound and very big stereo, and the turn on
No.
the radio, and the well, a lot of people is are obligated to listen to this music,
No way.
because the sound is so high, so it's possible to reach almost any parts of our city. Sometimes the guy
Gosh.
is on the beach, and well, I live near from the beach, but it's around 200 meters. I don't know. And sometimes the guy is the sound, turn the stereo near from the beach, and I listen to in my house. It's wonderful. Uh,
Gosh,
yeah,
but the sound
well,
is
not
good?
wonderful.
No.
Always, I believe I have a theory. When the guy puts a sound and turn on the stereo, and the
Mhm.
music is so high, normally is a kind of music that you hate. It's almost always. Uh, it's not possible to observe. I don't know, a guy and the turn on the stereo, and the is a, I don't know, a classic music or something like that. It's always that a music that you hate, a song that you hate. Uh,
God, makes sense. Make a lot of sense that because now I'm thinking like have a guy always the same guy pass here in the street and my house like I can hear everyone can hear because the sound of the car it's so high
yeah,
and put on the stereo always the same music and I
yeah,
hate this music. It's a sertanejo from Mateus e Cauã. And I like sertanejo, but this specific music, always when I hear in somewhere I go, I want to scream to stop because it's so horrible. And I don't know if because the music is horrible because of the experience of this guy passed every single night at my street, on my street, or I simply hate the music because you don't know, Ricardo, the guy always, like 9 p.m. he will come. It's like a ghost for the neighborhoods, like always
Yeah.
come. And he has a talkie, you know, to sing with the music. So pass it with the car, have the music, and then the music works, and the sound of his voice works in the music too. So I don't know how to feel about it, but I always uh, will be hater of this song. And the song
Yeah.
is have a good melody, but I can't hear anymore this song because I have a traumatic thing involved.
Yeah, exact. I don't want you to tell about the rhythm, but it's
I
always the
imagine.
same. It's always the same. I don't know what happened, but it's always the same.
I imagine what kind of music uh, plays. I can imagine, but like I don't understand why the person think, oh, I will put the sound in the high uh, play, like what passes this mind? Because
Yeah. Yeah.
gosh, you hurt.
Nowadays,
Oh,
this kind of gadget is uh, JBL box, JBL.
okay,
Yeah.
just very.
So in this case, there are
Uh,
guys using this gadget on bus, on a beat, uh, on the beach. Sorry, in the every place. Sometimes uh, my family and friends go to the beach and use this gadget, but just uh, a residual volume.
yeah.
But it's not possible to listen to the box
No.
that is near from me, because there are another guy that's have a huge box like that, and the use this kind of music that you know probably, and the invade a lot of space and your around of you, and it's not possible to listen to. And sometimes the guy is I don't know what happened, but the guy got in the bus, and everyone have to listen to this music.
I hate.
And the I don't know,
Gosh.
the travel takes 1 hour sometimes, and you have to it's the same rhythm. And the I used to say for my colleagues and my family,
Mhm.
I I I can't uh, notice the difference between the one song and the others. So in my case, it's like it's the same music, I believe that is the music, the songs that are more than songs. I believe that's the guys don't use the repeat mode. Probably there are 10, 20 songs, but it sound like it's the same song for me. And it's of course the same on the beach and the another place. I believe is I don't know what happened, but in the if you uh, I use it to say for my wife, and the situations like that is not possible to uh, request from this guy turn off or decrease the volume, because I believe that a kind of person like that, and the let the gadget on so high volume, if you give if you request for this guy something, probably it's starting a fight, because I believe
Yeah.
that's the guy don't have any kind of is not polite person, because is not show respect for the guys around of you because the volume is so high. So if you wanted to request for this guy something, probably is highly probably you start a fight.
Yes, like I took some bus sometimes here in my city, and I want to scream, "Stop, please, buy a phone," because like it's so. Oh gosh, I don't have words to say how brave I feel with that, because I put my phones and I will hear the song I want to hear. If the other persons didn't like it, okay, but I'm here with my phone.
Yeah,
But when I go to, you are so tired, you come to your work, you don't want to hear other person music. And sometimes I add other things. I don't want to hear about the audios you receive at your WhatsApp, on your WhatsApp.
yeah,
You know, I don't want you do a call and you start to laughing and scream. I don't want to know about what you do yesterday. I want
yeah,
to go to my home to take a shower, eat something, and go to the bed. Like I don't want to hear about your life in this time. And gosh, it's terrible. And I imagine, like, I don't know if you know that, but Japan. In Japan, if you
yeah,
do this kind of thing, like if you do noise in a subway station, for example, the persons look to you like, stop, because you boring me, you bother me, you know. So yeah, like it's respect my space, like it's so easier. It's so easier to put a phone and put whatever you want. Hurt your message,
yeah,
go to WhatsApp and scroll the Instagram.
yeah,
So in some days, I guess, some days ago, I saw a guy who opened the Instagram and start to scroll the videos. All the videos is related about a sexual way, you know. Like in TikTok, we have this kind of sexual way. It's not the sex, but it's like that. So, and in a high volume, and everyone feels like, gosh, I don't want to say nothing because I have afraid to die. Because the persons nowadays, if you said something, the person does not agree with you, you
yeah,
have the chance to die.
yeah.
It's a big
And
chance to die. Yeah.
I there are a lot of guys, not a lot, but there are some guys that is take got in the bus and made videos, making videos, filming these guys using the cell phone, the talk in WhatsApp and other things. So sometimes there are so intimate conversation or something like that. So and there are some guys that recording films on a bus too, and the guy is talking, uh, speak up on the cell phone is a conversation, and they put on the social media. So it's pay
Yeah.
attention in this case, because if you expose your life on cell phone is texting or just made calls, it's possible to reach the internet. It's a
Yeah,
horrible thing, but it happens sometimes.
it happens a lot.
I
Like,
I watch a lot of, not a lot. I watch some videos on the subway, on the bus, and the others place too.
yeah, I watch it a lot too. Sometimes appear on Instagram some. gossips about a random
Exactly.
persons I never will see. And like, if you imagine, like you take a bus to go to your neighbor, the probability you know someone of this in this bus on this bus, it's so high. And
Yeah.
sometimes you make gossips about the person life, and when you get out of the bus, the person, it's like in your back, look to you like, I heard everything you said about my life, in a like with a strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch a video too. The as I told you, on the bus and the subway and the how do you say lotérica line? I'm sure. I don't know how do you say lotérica in English, but it's
I will search.
uh, that's that's crazy. But it happens. And I believe that is well. uh, if it's a kind of exposure like the social media, because there are some guys expose all life in your social media. So in this case, if you guy a person expose your life in the social media, that's the reach is so much bigger. So in this case, if you made this on the subway or the bus, is not so relevant. So in this case, it's a kind of it's just another situation in the common life from this guy. It occurs a lot on the social media, and so. But there are, I believe there are some guys that talk, speak up normally. It's common from this guy, and a lot of people listen. But there are another person that I don't know what happened, but it sounds like the guy wants to expose, uh, uh, how do you say, propositadamente, I don't know.
Yeah, but personally, yeah, I guess. Yeah, like I search in Cambridge dictionary, loteria is lottery. So it's the same here for me. It's
Yeah,
almost the same. And have the schwap, schwap too here. But really, I never thinking about lottery as a loteria too. But anyway, and yeah, here my city have a lot of persons who want to, you know, the lack of nervous. I have lack of nervous with this kind of person because it's disrespectful, so disrespectful. If have a person is more older than me in the bus, for example, we're talking about bus and trains and however, and you put a sound like to everyone hear you, and the old guy, of course, we will look to you like, no, stop
yeah,
it. I'm look
exactly.
like that and I'm not old. So, you know, like, gosh, no, stop it to do that. It's so inconvenient. So inconvenient. Gosh, so inconvenient. And I have other thing to say is about the motorcycle uh, noise, about like run tan tan tan. It's like this sound who person made with the motorcycle bothered me a lot. Gosh, bother a lot. I simply hate. Anyway, we talk a lot of about a lot of topics: gambling, cars, noise, bus. A real
Exactly,
conversation.
exactly, exactly.
I love it. What do you think about this conversation today? It's like a
Uh,
particular conversation. right?
Yeah, it's a nice. It's like a mentor, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that is the purpose of this platform. Is talk, is learning. So in this case, when you talk in English, is one way to learn. So in this case, uh, sometimes it's good when you propose a topic because there are words or vocabulary connected to this topic. But when you talk, is help a lot, I believe. So in this case, it's not so relevant. Help sometimes, but it's not so relevant. The topic, just the conversation is the best.
Yeah. Sometimes I bring topics only to put a direction, you know, because like today, we talk a little bit about gambling. And when close my eyes and open, we start to do talking about
It's a
cards.
kind of release, complain about the box, the gadgets, and the other thing.
Yeah, like we are talking about a whole conversation. So
Yeah,
how
exactly.
important it is the talking, you know, like we talking about we put this topic, but we don't talk about this topic. We have the real conversation, and for me is more important to do that than ask questions and answer questions. I guess it's not the reality of life. You know, when you face someone, the person don't start to ask you, and you answer and you answer and you questionate the person and you answer. Like it's a little bit mechanic. So I always try to do that, to
Exactly.
put a conversation into the things. So, Ricardo, I sent on the chat the link from the feedback. And guys from YouTube, if you watch it here, this conversation, please come to the next week to talk with me. And I hope, Ricardo, you stay here too to continue the conversation, other
Okay,
topics too. So we have a lot to discuss. And I love
certainly.
a lot of topics. So thank you, Ricardo.
Thank
I
you, and they
will.
have a wonderful day and the week.
You too. Have a wonderful week and a lovely day. Okay, Ricardo.
Okay,
See
you
you.
too. Bye
Bye.
bye.